Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 511. If you are writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish a book you've started writing, or maybe trying to let more people know about your awesome book, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. I'm not going to talk like this the whole episode, I promise. I'm also known as Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Language shapes the way we think and determines what we can think about. Benjamin Lee Whorf. Well, once again, good morning. Happy Friday. You can tell by my little weirdness this morning, it is Friday, where every Friday I answer your frequently asked questions. Whatever book-related questions are on your mind, go ahead and submit them on my website, Christine-Inc., I-N-K, Christine-Inc.com. There's a contact page. Send your questions. And here's today's question. And this actually comes from a recent new book coaching client who asked me, what should I do to prepare to work with you? And can I just say that I attract the best and most diligent future authors to my business? I love that people ask me questions like this because it's a good indicator that I'm going to be working with an amazing client with lots of fun and great results. So they want to know, what should I do to prepare to work with you? And here is my advice. And beyond that particular question, let's expand it out a little bit. So not just specifically about preparing to work with me, but how to prepare to work on your book project. So before you get started on your book, here are some things that you can do. And really, my advice is actually very single-tracked, and it is creative immersion. Fall in love with words, with writing. Read great books, the classics, fiction, nonfiction, memoirs, business books, self-help books, any books that are beautifully and powerfully written, books that move you, that spark your imagination, books that celebrate language. That's the important one. So don't read fluff. Read books that truly celebrate the written word. Become obsessed with the art and craft of writing by immersing yourself in it. And again, this can mean watching great movies and TV series, ones that are well written, following along with screenplays to see how the written word is brought to life on the screen. You can download screenplays in a million different places on the internet. Read poetry, read to learn what makes great writing. And yes, there are a ton of how-to writing books out there, and that would be like a whole week's worth of shows to even scratch the surface of all the how-to writing books out there. And besides, those would simply be my opinions about which how-to book is better than another how-to book. That's why my all-purpose advice for preparing to write a book is creative immersion. Love the written word, and that will help create passion in you to craft it as an author. Now, this is also the time, here's a bonus tip for you. This is also the time before you begin writing your book to set the habits in place. You knew I was going to mention habits, those of you who listen to me regularly, right? This is the time to set habits in place that will make your book writing a successful endeavor. Do a time audit of your schedule and ask yourself, where are the slots of time that you will be adding every week for writing your book? Now, how many slots of time and the length of each one will be determined by how quickly you're aiming to write your book and how big your book is and things like that. But make sure you have at least a couple of time slots so that you're writing regularly, so you're feeding that energetic connection we talked about earlier this week, that electric connection between yourself and your book. Now, this might mean, if you don't have any, if you do a time audit and you don't have any free slots of time and you still are planning on writing a book, that could be problematic. So you might actually have to look at sacrificing other activities. That's right, sacrificing things that aren't as much of a priority for you as writing your book is. This is the time to look at your schedule, look at your habits, and see how the habit of writing a book will fit into your life and start planning that. Don't just take it for granted that once you decide, say, I'm going to write a book, so my whole schedule is going to open up and there's going to be lights coming out of the heavens and angels singing and it's just going to work out. You have to create those habits. You have to create that schedule. You have to just create, the logistics that are going to make it possible for you to write a book. Hope that answers your question, and thank you for joining me here on your daily writing habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And I would love to see you in my Inc. Authors group on Facebook, and let us know how we can support your writing goals. Inc. Authors on Facebook. Until tomorrow, happy writing.